Hi, beautiful. Today I thought that we could demystify something. There's this word in the inner work community, and it's the word shift, identity shift. There was a shift within them when they decided to do something. Um, Sometimes it's when they're about to make a change, when they're going to start a business. Maybe they finally decided to break a bad habit. There was a shift, right? Now, something that all of these have in common is that that person, in which there was a shift in them, they made a decision. They decided. Now, there could be external reasons for this. Sometimes, in order to change, we need an earthquake. We need someone to tell us just the right thing for us to make that realization. But they all come with a decision to change, a decision to stop where they were at and to shift into a new identity or shift their life into a new direction. It all starts with that decision. Now, recently I had a shift. I decided to join this creator content challenge that is on Instagram. It's hosted by Yoon. I hope I'm saying that right. It's hosted by him, and he's challenging creators to post for 21 days. So you're gonna see me a lot. You're gonna see me a lot in the next 21 days. But yeah, he is challenging creators to post for the next 21 days. And for me, making the decision to do this was a shift for me, because unlike on YouTube, on Instagram, I have a lot of close family and friends, people who know me from school. So I had to decide, am I okay with these people in my life who know me one way to suddenly see me differently? To suddenly see that maybe I had a different goal than from when I last saw them. Am I okay with that? And I did have a lot of fears. I think being in content creation, there is some, what do you call it? There is some judgment that does get put on content creators or people who want to become content creators, or even people who say they want to be influencers. There is some judgment there. But I decided, it's for 21 days, we'll see what happens. And and for me, I think letting go of the outcome of the fact that I'm not really doing this to grow my page, but I'm doing this to see what happens. Because I don't know what's gonna happen in the future. Maybe I do this challenge and things stay exactly the same, or maybe I do this challenge and things totally change. But I find either way that the result of the challenge will be very interesting to see. So I made a decision to let go of what people thought, people who know me more personally, let go of what they thought. It's just for 21 days. And I make the decision, let's see what happens. And making that decision, it motivates you to take that first step, to plan something out. So let's say you want to start a business, right? But you always have a lot of fear of what will happen once you start that business. Very understandable. But making that decision, when you're stuck between do I want to, or should I, or maybe I shouldn't, but it would be great, when you're stuck there, there's no reason for you to take action. There's no reason for you to start, maybe you've done some research, but maybe start applying for that LLC. There's no reason to, because you haven't made a decision yet. But once you make that decision, the decision is the first step. The first step isn't applying for the LLC or finding your business idea. The first step is you deciding, you making that decision to start the business. And it helps also because it motivates you to put a plan in place or put a goal in place. And having that goal and that vision of what you want, it motivates you to actually do stuff, to go towards that goal. I'm going to give you an example. Earlier this year, I competed in a competition, and I decided at the beginning of the year, in January, I'm going to do this competition. Oh, I wish I had my bingo card with me, but in my bingo card, I wrote compete in this competition, right? And so because I made that decision, I planned it out. The next, from January into August, I planned out what each step I was going to take. Now, I'm going to admit to you, I did not stick to my plan. I didn't stick to my plan. But having that plan there was helpful for me. It helped me know where I am, gauged where I wanted to be in my progress for this competition, because I had to take a lot of steps to prepare for it. And so having that plan there, even though I didn't execute it exactly step by step, it helped there to have, and it helped there to know where I was going. So making that decision, it helps you put the things in place that will make you successful. For example, that plan. So that secret to creating a shift is to make that decision. When you're stuck in indecision, you're never gonna know this way or that. You're never gonna know. But once you make that decision and start, you're able to know, okay, maybe this wasn't the right decision. Or so let's say you decided, instead of doing the business, you decide not to do the business. And then maybe a year later, you're like, maybe I should have done that business. You're not gonna know until you make that decision if it was right or if it was wrong. And sometimes we're stuck in indecision because we think it protects us. And it is kind of true, it does protect us a bit. It protects us financially. That's a main one. But staying in that indecision and then going to choose something, once you choose something, you know, is this the right choice for me? And you're not going to know unless you decide. So if you are stuck and you want to shift and there is something you want to do and you haven't decided yet, I encourage you to make a decision. Maybe even make a small decision, right? So let's say if you wanted to start the business that I was talking about earlier, maybe do some research. Research is always good. Maybe do some research, find out a little more about the market. Go to some networking events. That's always really good to do. But take some kind of action. Take some kind of action. And then you'll know, is this the right decision for me? Or is it the wrong one? It all starts when you decide. Okay, guys, I will see you next time. I hope you have fun making all those decisions. I'm gonna admit to you, my family and me, we're chronically undecided about even where to eat. But I encourage you to make that decision today, and see where it goes. All right, I'll see you later. Bye.